We're joined now by Fox NBA analyst Iceberg Jim Jackson. Let's move to the NBA, where Kyle Kuzma dropped a career-high 41 points in just 3 quarters in a blowout win over the Pistons last night. The Lakers are 3-5 since LeBron went out with a groin injury. But before the game, Kuzma said he was excited about a possible new strategy for when LeBron comes back.
I honestly think that our small ball unit can be really good. I think that we can have a depth lineup. Whether that's Rondo and Lonzo on the floor at the same time, and me and Bi and Bron, or substituting guys. But I think as we get better defensively and get more continuity, that small ball lineup is going to be huge for us, especially in the playoffs when everybody's going to go small. So,
well, the Warriors had the original lineup of death: Steph, Clay, Durant, Draymond, and Andre Iguodala. The Lakers version would include Lonzo, Rondo, LeBron, Kuzma, and Brandon Ingram. I'm calling this the Jack Kevorkian lineup of death, assisted suicide.
Come on, man.
There's no three-point shooting on this. Who's knocking down long balls, Jim?
You didn't see Kuzma knocking down those shots last night?
Which name?
You ain't say that?
Yeah.
Kuzma shoot 30% from
You didn't
three.
see that? He got hot last night.
Yeah, he did. He ain't gonna get hot when LeBron say, "Give me that ball back, boy." Def line up.
But the difference is with Golden State, you had Draymond who could defend and rebound,
right? Which
Which was different, and KD. So, and you had Steph and Clay spreading the court along with KD. Now, do I think it can be effective? It might, but you still got to. My problem. Here's my thing about Golden State.
I think he's thinking big three lineup. I think he thinks it's a big three.
Like big three,
lineup.
like big
Put
three,
those
like
5
what?
guys in the big three,
In the big,
and that's
big
a
three,
lineup
how
of
that
death.
cover?
Yeah,
Come
Ice
on,
Cube
man.
League.
Come on,
that's
man.
Lineup of death. That's not a death lineup in the big three.
So you don't think that lineup will have some kind of success, knowing that they can get out in transition? I like Rondo making plays. I don't know if Rondo and Lonzo on the court at the same time, but a combination of having. Come on, man, stop.
Okay, look, the Lakers are. Here's the problem. Okay, visualize. You're sitting there. You set up in the real death lineup. First of all, corny. You can't be called the same thing if you're gonna do the same thing. Like,
But somebody else should give him the nickname.
yeah,
not him.
right.
Okay.
Like, this is Dwight Howard and Shaq fighting over Superman. It's Shaq's. Like, Dwight, find
The
something.
lineup of bad free throw shooting is what I would call it.
Thank you. 23rd ranked free throw shooting team. 25th ranked from 3-point. Yuck, yuck. When you facing the Warriors, who are top 5 in 3-pointers, free throws, what's gonna happen at the end of the game when they start fouling LeBron?
You know what's going to happen. It's going to start clinking.
Lonzo.
But I tell people this all the time. People get, because Golden State is not winning, is this, and these teams look sexy. I said, you still got to beat these boys in 7 games.
Yes.
So you have to depend on the fact that 2 or 3 of those guys are not going to play well in 4 games you have to win. How unlikely is that to happen?
Not happening.
Okay? And that's not even talking about the impact that Cousins can have once he gets back. Whether it's limited or not, I love it. It may be intriguing, but you still got to beat them boys in 7 games.
Yeah, I really think they're delusional because of the lack of shooting, consistent shooting. Like I said, Kuzma shooting 30%.
I'll tell you why they delusional.
You're going to have Brandon
Why?
Ingram.
Why?
Brandon Ingram shooting 29%.
I'll tell you why they delusional. This is just my opinion. It's just an opinion. There's no facts here. There's nothing. They're delusional because LeBron ain't playing right now by choice. You can't tell me this groin injury's this serious and he has to be sitting out this long. And so Kyle Kuzma's just talking out of his rear end because damn, what's going on with LeBron? When's he coming back? And so he's just talking off the top of his head because there is no clear vision with this team. Everything's up in the air. Walton gonna survive? Are we gonna make some trades at the trade deadline? Who's gonna be here? So Kyle Kuzma just said, hey, LeBron, if you're listening, we got a lineup of death maybe.
Yeah.
Keep us around.
All right, let me give you that. He flexed last night for all the Michigan. Shout out to Flint, Michigan, and all that against Detroit. So he got his 41. I give you all that. And he wants to flex off the court with LeBron. It's like, look, I'm the Robin to you, Batman. I respect that. But when LeBron got hurt on Christmas Day, and when they showed the slow-mo of his mouth saying, I felt it popped, the football player in me said, that's about a month. Like, when you get a growing strain, that's one thing. You like a week or so and play with, you only want to play with it. When you hear pop, you shut down, brother. So every time they keep coming out, 2 more games. I'm like, well, you could have just said it's a month because it takes that long for you to feel confident with that.
And there's no need to rush him back. I said it at the beginning of the season, even last year, I think LeBron right now, mentally and physically, is made more for the playoff. to go through that grind now because the playoffs are spread out. Yeah. It's not having the, 2 games and 3 nights and stuff like that. During the regular season right now, it's like almost, let me get my body right, let these young guys figure it out. We get back in a position where we're in that 4 or 5 seed, and now once we're in the playoffs, I can be LeBron like I want to be LeBron. I think that's the mentality that he has to have in order for this team to really do something if they want to make it a little bit deeper past the first round.
Well, it's going to be tough for them to do the 5 seed. That's Portland. And, of course, the 4th seed is my Clippers.
Come on,
we
man.
ain't giving that up.
But there's not a lot of separation in wins and losses. So you can get back in and make a streak. Look at Houston, how quickly they got back into it. So it still can be done. Yeah, Clippers. I knew the Clippers.
You know they got to get them in there. So.
All right, coming up, Marcellus was just compared to an NBA Hall of Famer, but it might not have been a compliment. The best and worst of social media.